Well, greetings everyone. Kevin D. Robinson here once again of the Goya Group with this incredible Google Hangout. We are here featuring an amazing gentleman by the name of Mr. Randy Crosby, Total Life Changes. I'm coming to you from the Underground Funk Lab. We're going to have a blast here for just a few moments. I'm going to tell you folks, Randy Crosby is here to share some information with you that I know will allow you to make the intelligent decision. If you haven't partnered up with this amazing movement yet, folks, you will do so once you hear what Mr. Crosby has to say. Welcome to this amazing Google Hangout. And Randy Crosby, by all means, folks, guy, take it away, introduce yourself, tell the people who you are, and a little bit about Randy Crosby.
Well, I want to say hello to everybody, and I'm really excited about the opportunity, the timing, what we have. You know, the interesting thing about this company, I've been doing network marketing for well over 20 plus years. At first, it started out as a hobby, but when I got downsized from corporate America, the hobby quickly turned into survival mode for me. Fortunately, I haven't had a job in the last 8 years, and the reason why I say fortunately is because we've been making a living with network marketing. And what's so phenomenal about Total Life Changes is that when it came into our life, it literally was a total life change. It changed our whole economy as far as our financial economy and as far as our health, because this company, the products are just absolutely amazing. And you know, when I was drawn into the company because I needed to earn the extra income, but the reality is the product settled into me in such a way that it was so phenomenal because it literally changed my life.
Well, Randy, I wanted to ask you, how did you happen to find this amazing venture? Because I know it seemed to me it shot up out of nowhere, but it's been around for over 10 years.
Well, you know, with us, I had saw online a little 2-minute commercial, and it was a company coming out with an amazing anti-wrinkle type serum formula that worked in about 2 minutes. And so I was going to join that company, but then when I looked at his compensation plan, I was not impressed. And so I called a gentleman up because at that time period, you know, we were in a very bad situation. We didn't have enough money to pay the house note at the end of the month. And so I told him my situation. I said, I've got to do something. We've got to have income coming in. I was impressed with this other product. I said, but I just didn't like the compensation plan. He said, let me tell you something. I've got something for you. Can we meet? And when I met him and he explained to me that this company, Total Life Changes, was going to be coming out with a product very similar, I got excited. But when I looked at the complete product line and what the products were designed to do, I was simply in awe. I sat there in amazement. And when we got started with the company, you know, the funny thing was I came home and I told my wife and I said, we've got this tea now. And she says, what do you mean tea? You're going to be selling tea? And I said, I guess I am. I said, but we've got to do something. And she says, I don't want any parts of it. She says, you don't even know what's in that tea. And I said, well, you know, my buddy that told me about it, he said it's good. And so if he says it's good, I'm going to try it. She says, no, I'm going to do the research. I said, while you do research, I'm going to try it. Guys, in 2 days, in the first 48 hours, I had lost 5 pounds. And when she looked at me and she saw that I had lost 5 pounds, she went and she really further finishing her research on the product. And she said, honey, you don't know what you have. And I said, what do you mean? I'm thinking it's something bad. She says, no, these are the most amazing ingredients I have ever seen in one product. And she immediately started taking the tea herself. And from there, our life started to change because the tea was amazing. But the other products that the company has, which are instant gratification products, they're phenomenal. And that was life-changing for us.
Well, I know one of the main reasons people join a company in this particular industry, what we love and call network marketing, is the company has to be sound and they have to have a good, solid product line. Total Life Changes has a plethora of products that work, and some of them work instantly. Now, I happen to be a product of the product myself, and I'm wearing a shirt that's called the O'Fallon. And I tell you what, guys, they have shapewear for women, but they also have stuff for the men. And I love this shirt. I love the way it feels, and I'm being a product of the product. Randy, you were recently at an event, and I'm going to run a quick video clip here. I'm just going to let this roll while we chat here for a second. You were at an event, and I saw you in Atlanta, Georgia. If you can see this video, going to let me know.
Yes, I can.
Okay. There were people walking across the stage there collecting some huge checks from efforts that they've put forth in this particular company in just a few months. And I know some of the checks range that I saw range from 20,000 all the way up to, well, I'll let you tell how far they went up. But give us some information about the power of these events, if you would.
Well, you know, the events are powerful. They're life-changing. And as you see there with the checks on stage, it was amazing. You know, when I think about our journey in this company and the fact that we were broken when we first got started back in December, and the fact that we could walk across the stage with one of those huge checks there at the convention in July, guys, it was phenomenal. I mean, it felt so amazing to see how much our life had changed. And getting to that event, for quite a few people that went, I talked to them afterwards. They said that is what really, it changed their momentum in this company. Because what had happened is, and guys, it's absolutely phenomenal, they got a full vision of what Total Life Changes is all about. They saw the power for the first time of people that went from being on food stamps to literally coming into this business, having phenomenal products, and turning around and changing their life. And I've talked to a lot of those people since the time period of the convention, and they say they can't believe it. Their income is doubling, in some cases even tripling, just because of being there at the convention, with hearing the different testimonies and seeing the different product that's been released. Guys, we are in for a phenomenal income, life-changing opportunity.
Now, here's a picture that I want to show the audience of a lady holding up over her head a check. I believe that says $60,000. And there's a guy in the background you can see over top of him with his wife over there. And look to the very camera left of that, if you will, screen left of that, if you will. There's a guy and his wife, I believe it is, holding up a check there. Who are those two people?
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a proud moment there, holding a $250,000 check. My wife and I tell you, we really reflected on the time period, as I said, when we got started and how we were broken. You couldn't have convinced me that when we started in December that today we would not only have that check for $250,000, earning that much in the company, but also you see the rings that we have there. They also gave you rings according to your advancement of income, and those are $250,000 rings. It's so funny, when I go different places now and I'm wearing the ring, people ask me, you know, what team did you play for? And I'm saying, you know, the Total Life Changes team, and you want to be on it, because this is what we have, a phenomenal opportunity.
Now, I want to piggyback, if I can, off of what you just said there, about the rings and getting the certain amount of status in this company, particularly. People, when they come into Total Life Changes or any venture of this nature, I see them often looking for either a leader to help them, or they can't find an event in their area, or whatever. For some reason, they don't pursue because they can't find someone to, I guess, lead them. What are your thoughts on people who get in this, about the mindset of you becoming the leader that needs to be the leader in order to make this thing grow for you? And if you would, please piggyback that off of some of the higher income checks that you saw right there in Atlanta from this amazing venture, how folks can get there if they will step up to the plate.
You know, that's what happens a lot, that people either base their success or their failure on someone else, which is literally should never ever be the case. If you or I are going to be successful, literally we have to first of all have a desire to do that. You know, if you can't find a leader, you have to be one. And you know, I always tell people that, you know, as I listen to other motivational information, a lot of people who've become successful in life, they all have one thing in common. And that is the fact that, you know, in life there are followers and there are leaders. Which one do you want to be? See, a follower will get what's left behind by those that lead. But when you step up to the plate and become a leader yourself, that is when you create for yourself life-changing income. The people that were on the stage, the people that collected the checks, those were the people that took it upon their own and said, you know what? We have an accountability to ourselves. You know, we have a why. I don't know what your why is. Everybody has a different why they're in the business, why they're taking the products. But when your why is strong enough, it forces you to take on a leadership role. And when you take on a leadership role, you lead by example. It's always good to have a mentor, but ladies and gentlemen, if you do not have a mentor, someone there to lead you, then you need to be the one to become the leader. You need to be the one to become the mentor. You need to be the one that will not only step out on faith, but realize that if someone else can do it, you can do it as well. And I'm telling you, those people that I saw on stage with the $1 million checks, the $2 million checks, those were people that were broken, guys, 20 months ago. Those were people that were struggling, some of them even on food stamps. But they chose to lead when there was no example for them. They chose to step in there and create what we have today. And that is a mindset that we have a powerful company. We have amazing instant gratification products. And because of that, you and I are looking at a game changer. We're looking at products that people feel, and because we have products that people feel, those are products that people continue to buy. They make an impact on you. And when products make an impact on you, guys, that's life-changing. That's what appeals to me. And when you have people that want products, if it creates a demand, it will create income. And that's what's happening here. So for those who say, well, you know, I don't have anybody in my upline, or I don't have anybody in my area, guys, become a leader in your area. Why? Because the end result will be a financial windfall.
Fantastic, Randy. I want to go back to this picture here for a moment of you and the wife on stage with that amazing ring. And if I could ask you this, where do you and the missus see yourselves in this amazing venture over the next, say, 2 to 5 years?
Well, as I tell everybody, right now, I'm looking 6 months down the road to Miami in February. We're telling everybody all roads lead to Miami. It is my goal. In fact, I have an affirmation that I kind of go over every single day of what I want to do, where I want to be. And in Miami, we want to walk across the stage with $1 million check. And so that is where we're headed. That is where my mindset is. That is what I'm working towards. And you know what, guys, listen, not only in Miami, but my goal over the next 5 years is to make a minimum of $10 million. And, you know, some people will say, well, I can't imagine myself making $1 million. And, you know, I want to tell you something, you know, in this industry before, the easiest thing I've ever done was made $1 million. But the hardest thing that I've ever done was believing that I could do it, believing that it could happen to me. And for so many years, my mindset, my mental capability of thinking about this over and over again, I would limit myself. When my income started to grow, I would automatically do things to self-destruct. You know, as your income started to grow up, I started watching more TV. When my income started to go up, I started to find myself, well, let me go play this game, or let me go watch this movie, you know, at the show. Because, you know, this is one thing that I'm going to tell everybody, guys. It is impossible for you to operate at a level that is inconsistent with what you think about yourself. And see, when I got to the point where I started to make too much money, that automatically kicked in, and I started to do things that were counterproductive, things that I knew that I should do to keep going. I wasn't mentally prepared for it. And so that's what I'm saying to everyone today. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to doing things that you and I know that we should do, when we know we should make a few more phone calls, when we know that we should go out and hand out more product, when we know we should go out and make more contacts, sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, we get comfortable in life. And, you know, some people, their comfortability is, hey, I'm making an extra $200 a week, I'm good. Some people, they get comfortable at making an extra $1,000 a week. But the reality is, ladies and gentlemen, in order for you and I to be our best, we have to, first of all, change what goes on up here. And when you change what goes up there, then you will move into, as many people say, step into your greatness. And ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, you don't have no idea of what you're capable of. You have no idea of what you can accomplish. You have no idea of how many people you can help. And so, the first thing you and I, all of us have to do is we have to reprogram up here. Because when you reprogram up there, you will consistently do things to get you to reach your goals. And let me tell you something, folks. Not only is it possible, it's reality for those that literally seek to be their best, that literally never give up. Because our goal, guys, is to help as many people and ourselves to achieve the type of financial freedom that all of us so desperately need.
My God, Randy, that is so powerful to hear you say that. I mean, I listened to one of my online and offline mentors over the years, and I'm sure many people have heard of Jim Rohn. He used to always say, if somebody hands you $1 million, best you become a millionaire quickly so you get to keep the money. And I also heard him say that if you took all the money in the world and divided it equally among everybody, it would soon all be back in the same pockets. What he was simply saying was this: it is nigh on impossible for you to keep what you haven't attracted by the person you have become. Man, I so appreciate that, Randy. In closing, if somebody wants to partner up with you from watching this Google Hangout, how do they reach Randy Crosby?
Well, they can always contact me. In fact, I have several websites that are out there. But one of the main ways that you can contact me is by email. You can send an email over to the numbers 526energy, ENERGY, @gmail.com, or they can literally give me a call. And my whole goal is I'm trying to help as many people as possible to reach their goal. So if you have an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to look at this video, I just want you to seriously think about just a few of the things that we discussed. Where you are in life right now, you don't have to be there. The financial income that you're making right now, if you're not satisfied with it, isn't it time to do something about it? You can change tomorrow. See, where you are today does not dictate where your tomorrow is going to be. And I always tell people, you know what, guys? The decisions that you and I make every single day will determine our reality tomorrow. So when we're not making the right type of decisions, when we keep doing the same things over and over again, when we realize that other people can do it, and yet we are not reaching out to change things for ourselves, we are deliberately committing what I call financial suicide. And if you're not happy where you are right now in life, what are you going to do about it? You're looking at people who are not happy, people who stepped out on faith, people who realize that, you know what, if other people can do it, I can do it too. My goal, my hope, and my dream is for you, someone watching this video, that you would just get it. You will understand what we have, and that you would take a hold of this company, Total Life Changes, and that you'll be one of the ones walking across stage with us in Miami, collecting your check, a check not only that you deserve, but a check that can change your life.
Wow. Oh, man. Geez, thank you so much, Randy Crosby. It's a big pleasure to have you here with us on this Google Hangout. Folks, that's going to be it for us. We're going to step out of here. I have a goal myself. I've already bought my tickets to Miami. I bought one for me and I bought one for my wife. But my goal is to earn that trip to Miami, get on stage, and collect one of those big checks. I've partnered up with Randy Crosby. You should too. You know how to get a hold of me at TotalLifeChanges.com, the negotiator. Go to my site and join up, partner up with us in this amazing venture, and you will not be sorry. Folks, look at these people walking across stage. I mean, they're collecting these big checks, and as you heard Randy say, you can too. They were not here a little bit ago, folks. Wow. Thank you so much, Randy Crosby. In conclusion, if there's anything else you want to add, by all means.
Well, I just want to tell everybody, guys, it's possible. And I always tell everybody, take care of yourself, take care of your families, and more importantly, guys, you want to take care of you. Your body is the most important vehicle that you have in this life. And I always use the analogy, if we put premium gas in a brand new Bentley or a Ferrari, we do that. In fact, we wouldn't dream of putting anything but premium in there. Why? Because we know the engine has to have that in order to run properly. Guys, your body, your engine, your vehicle needs premium nutrition. Give it what it needs, and your body will thank you forever.
Thank you so much, Randy Crosby. Hey, that's it for us. We're out of here. Hey, you be blessed, my friends, and have an amazingly successful day.
Deep within yourself, you'll find